Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants of the Belarus Оман Online Business Forum. Today we are glad to welcome you to the Online Business Forum Belarus Оман. The organizers of this event are Belarusian Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Оман Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The event is attended by the heads of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Minister of Anti-Monopoly Regulation and Trade of the Republic of Belarus, His Excellency Vladimir Kaltovich, Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Food of the Republic of Belarus, Alexei Bogdanov, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Belarus to the Arab Republic of Egypt and Sultanate of Oman concurrently, His Excellency Sergei Terentiev, as well as experts from both sides who will provide up-to-date information on trade and economic cooperation between the Republic of Belarus and the Sultanate Oman, as well as about 100 companies and organizations from the Belarusian and Omani sides. Let me start the first online business forum, Belarus Oman, and allow me to invite His Excellency Vladimir Ulakhovich, the Chairman of the Belarusian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to open our forum.
Good morning, dear participants. Allow me, on behalf of the Belarusian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, on behalf of the Belarus businesses, to express our warm greetings from Minsk to everyone, to all participants, especially our partners, colleagues, and friends from Oman. And my special appreciation, my colleague, His Excellency, Chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Engineer Al-Saleh. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, and of course, my special appreciation to our distinguished participants, Minister Vladimir Kaltovich, Ambassador Sergei Terentiev, distinguished participants. Thank you very much for your support, our event, for your participation. That's really very important for the business to see that together with the business, also the ministry, diplomatic missions. Unfortunately, we have only one possibility to organize some business event, and this condition, thanks to pandemic situation, to organize our event or business event on online forum. But in spite of all obstacles, all restrictions, what we are having, of course, I'm sure that will be a very important event as a positive impact, as a positive signal for businesses. That's together with business, the chambers, ministry, and diplomatic missions. And I would like to note that we have very positive experience of cooperation with our Oman partners, and especially in our partnership on the level of the chambers is really very, very positive, very fruitful. We cooperate in the specific form of our communication, I mean the business council, bilateral business council, and I would like to confirm that we are still waiting the business delegation from Oman here in Belarus, in Minsk, when the conditions allow us. It's the same, we are ready to organize also our business delegation to visit to Muscat. But as I mentioned, in spite of this distance and in spite of the restriction what we are having, we are planning to organize our next meeting of the business council, or in Minsk or in Muscat. It depends on the situation, of course. Very positive experience of our cooperation, also participation the Belarus businesses in the fair and exhibition in Muscat, and we're still planning our participation, I mean the participation of the business delegation in the next fair in Muscat. It will be in the beginning of October. It's called Food and Hospitality Oman, and of course, if the condition allow us. And I'm sure that we have the big potentials for develop our relationship in different sector of economy and businesses, including the food industry, IT sector. And I would like to repeat that we are appreciating our partners, especially Your Excellency, Chairman Al-Saleh, that's the chamber, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, at any time, always support us and ready to cooperate. It's the same from our side. We are ready to cooperate at any convenient time for our Oman partners. So dear participants, dear our partners, colleagues from Oman, dear Belarusian companies, I would like to wish to everyone successful participation in our very important event in spite of this virtual format of cooperation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And now I would like to give the floor to His Excellency, Engineer Redhat Juma Al-Saleh, Chairman of the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Please. Sorry, we don't hear you. Probably microphone.
Your Excellency Rida, I think you are in a mute mode. So
Let's try again. Could you change the channel to the English, Your Excellency?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
In the name of Allah and most merciful and most gracious, Your Excellency Vladimir Koltivak, Minister of Trade, Regulatory and Anti-Mobilizing of Republic of Belarus, Your Excellency Qais bin Muhammad Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry, Investment, Oman, Your Excellency Vladimir Olkavich, Chairman of Belarus Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Your Excellency Sergei Terentiev, non-resident ambassador of Republic of Belarus to the Sultanate of Oman, His Excellency Yusuf Isa Al-Zadgali, ambassador of Sultanate of Oman and non-resident in Belarus. Respective business owners, peace and blessing of all to be upon you. On behalf of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we would like to welcome you, dear respectively guests from the Republic of Belarus here in our country and express our pleasure to have you among us. We are pleased to extend our thanks to the Belarus Chamber of Commerce and Industry for their participation in the organizing Omani Belarusian Business Forum, which aims to develop commercial and economical cooperation and communication partnership in the targeted sector with Belarus and to access the Belarusian experience and technology in the field of agriculture and food production in order to reach commercial and economic partnership in the targeted sector. Affirming our highest keenness on the success of this meeting and to come out with a fruitful result, which will survey developing both the Omani and the Belarusian private sector. The Sultanate has always sought to strengthen the trade relation between the two countries in various economic fields, representing in the strategic cooperation achieved between the two countries in the various areas, including the signing of agreement to establish an Omani Belarusian Business Council in 2010, held at the headquarters of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. In addition to the memorandum of understanding signed between the Sultanate of Oman and Republic of Belarus tourism field, the two countries, and this meeting with His Excellency Vladimir Olkovich, Chairman of the Belarusian Chamber of Commerce, in the presence of His Excellency Sergei Terentiev, the non-resident Belarusian ambassador to the Sultanate, comes in the sequence of multiple meetings and mutual visits between two countries on annual basis through the last few years reflecting the strength of the friendship between the two countries. And that comprised my last meeting with His Excellency Vladimir, Chairman of the Belarus Chamber of Commerce. In the presence of His Excellency Sergei, the non-resident Belarusian ambassador to the Sultanate, which aimed to develop commercial relations between the Oman and Belarus, and to enhance the mutual cooperation in sector of information, technology, and tourism. In addition to the form the brought together today, which we hope it will be great opportunity to present potential facility and possibility offered by both the Omani and Belarusian and hold the bilateral meeting. Dear audience, in spite of the friendly multi-field relation between the two countries, the volume of trade exchange is still limited and does not raise to our aspiration and hope. Trade exchange value in 2019 was only about $100,000 US, of which Omani export share was $67 US, while value of import and from Belarus was $33,000 US. Omani export to Belarus consists of antiques, household appliances, and publications, while Omani import from the Belarus consists of food products and iron, and that is why we believe that such meeting provide us with the opportunity to raise those modest trade numbers and work on developing them through increasing the rate of intra-trade between the two countries, improving the commercial exchange in various sectors, and raising the number of joint investment projects. Especially Omani is living in the new era of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, may Allah protect him, and in renewed the economy movement through economic stimulation plan and seeking to achieve economy diversification, in which the logistics sector constitute one of the main pillars. Some indicated emerged lately translate Omani 2040 vision into a reality, such as the acquiring the first rank in the world in speed of handling the container ships. Furthermore, Oman had issued a number of investment stimulation legislation and laws, such as the Foreign Investment Law, Ownership Privatization Law, Public-Private Sector Partnership Law, and Bankruptcy Law, which offer an attractive and stimulation environment for the private sector, companies, and institutions to participate effectively in the promotion, investment, and economy sector. As the Foreign Capital Investment Law allows 100% foreign ownership for firms in the Sultanate of Oman, it also allows foreign investors to invest in about 2,000 different commercial and industrial activities, and also allow the practice of business and commercial investment activity through granting the investor an initial license that allow him or her to practice commercial activity without waiting for the final license, and treating of foreign registered company listed in according with the foreign capital investment as the Omani citizenship owned companies. Regarding the commercial registration fee, when invested in the sector listed in the 10th five-year economy diversification plan and other related sector. Further, the Sultanate proposed 150 highly imported investment opportunity with the estimated value $3.9 billion, and the field of mining, quarrying, food processing, paper production, chemical production, rubber plastic products, non-metallic products, basic metallurgy production, production of metal, part of excluding the machinery and equipment, electrical equipment, manufacturing, machinery and equipment, manufacturing of transportation and handling equipment, waste collection, treatment, disposable recycling, in addition to construction industry. Furthermore, the Sultanate recently issued investor resident program, under which the foreign investor and retirees are granted the right to long-term resident in the Sultanate for a period of 5 to 10 years, subject to renewal. Dear brothers, a review of investment opportunity in Oman with an overview of the most important feature of Belarusian economy, such as the competitive industrial base in light and mining industry. In addition to software sector, considering the Belarusian effort to encourage the privatization to attract the foreign investment. All above factor can be built upon to establish sustainability business partnership. And here I encourage businessmen and women in both countries to put their effort to establish joint investment commercial project that may serve the interests of the Sultanate of Oman and Belarus. And we should consider activity joint cooperation agreement and utilizing the privilege and facility offered by both countries in attracting the value-added investment. We in the Sultanate of Oman welcome all companies seeking to obtain investment opportunity in various economy sector, and we are fully prepared to accelerate implementation of all joint program in order to reach the mutual designated goal and to establish a point of contract from which we actively exchange of information, opportunity and facility, and to encourage the organizing of meeting between the businessmen and to finalize the transfer of capital, which will contribute in multiplicity and diversification of joint economy project. Finally, we hope that this meeting will contribute in exploring the cooperation possibility and to increase the improvement of the firm activity on the both sides. Furthermore, in this session, it is our pleasure to present a worksheet and consists of detailed review on the most important economy sector, including in Oman Vision 2040. We will also discuss free zone investment in industrial sector and area of cooperation and partnership in those sectors. The session will be held with the participation representative from the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion and from the General Authority for Special Economy Zone and Omani Free Zone. We affirm the Omani Chamber readiness to provide all the facility and support joint investment initiative, hoping that our effort in this form will be crowded with success. Thank you very much and hope to this meeting will be success and we can work more closely in near future.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now, we would like to invite with welcoming remarks Witness of Honor, Minister of Anti-Monopoly Regulation and Trade of the Republic of Belarus, His Excellency Vladimir Kaltovich.
Доброго дня, уважаемые участники бизнес-форума. От имени Министерства антимонопольного регулирования и торговли приветствую вас на полях данного мероприятия. Надеюсь, что форум станет эффективным средством развития белорусско-оманских деловых связей. Правительством Республики Беларусь уделяется особое внимание вопросам развития отношений с Оманом. Активно развивается взаимодействие в сфере науки и технологий. В апреле 2019 года оманская делегация посетила международную специализированную выставку ТИБА. В марте 2020 года состоялся визит в Оман делегации Академии наук Беларуси и Парка высоких технологий. Продолжается активное взаимодействие по линии торгово-промышленных палат двух стран. Как вы видите, Беларусь готова развивать отношения с Султанатом Оман по всем ключевым направлениям двустороннего сотрудничества. Приоритетное внимание мы уделяем взаимодействию в торгово-экономической сфере. Одной из главных составляющих торгово-экономического сотрудничества являются контакты представителей деловых кругов. уверен, что эффективность и результативность контактов бизнес-сообщества является залогом успешного развития межгосударственных отношений в торгово-экономической области в целом. Хотел бы подчеркнуть, что Республика Беларусь рассматривает султанат Оман в качестве одного из перспективных торгово-экономических и инвестиционных партнеров на Ближнем Востоке. В текущем году мы отмечаем определенную положительную динамику в развитии торгово-экономического сотрудничества с султанатом Оман. Вместе с тем показатели товарооборота между нашими странами остаются низкими. Потенциал Беларуси и Омана в области торгово-экономического взаимодействия реализуется далеко не в полной мере. Беларусь готова развивать сотрудничество с султанатом Оман по целому ряду направлений. Мы готовы поставлять технику БелАЗ, дорожно-строительную, коммунальную, погрузочную технику Амкадор. Мы готовы поставлять продовольствие, молочную продукцию. Кроме того, мы можем поставлять в вашу страну шины, сельскохозяйственные машины производства МАЗа и МТЗ, которые уже известны на оманском рынке. Также видим значительный потенциал в развитии такого эффективного инструмента сотрудничества, как совместные межправительственные комиссии, который позволит наладить прямой диалог между представителями государственных органов и бизнеса. В Беларуси созданы самые благоприятные условия для ведения бизнеса. Гарантирована абсолютная защита частной собственности и инвестиций. Мы не создаем никаких препятствий для реализации любых взаимовыгодных совместных проектов. Кроме того, Беларусь способна обеспечить Оману выход на обширный евразийский рынок, общий рынок товаров и услуг с числом потребителей более 170 миллионов человек. Мы крайне заинтересованы в приходе оманского бизнеса в Беларусь и видим большие перспективы для развития инвестиционного сотрудничества между нашими странами. Желаю хорошей работы на форуме. Спасибо за внимание.
Thank you, Your Excellency. This is followed by welcome address by His Excellency Sergei Terentiev, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Belarus to the Arab Republic of Egypt and Sultanate of Oman concurrently. Please.
Thank you. Excellencies, dear forum participants, thank you for your interest and for the support of the current event, of the current forum. Actually, Belarus and Oman have friendly relations for several decades. Next year, we will celebrate the 30th anniversary of establishment of development of diplomatic relations between the Republic of Belarus and the Sultanate of Oman. Of course, during this period, we were able to establish relationships of true friendship. Main positive factors in the development of our cooperation with Oman are political and economic stability of this country. Measures taken by the government, by the business community of this country to create stable, favorable conditions, environment for inviting foreigners, foreign trade, foreign knowledge. High level of mutual understanding between the leaders of our countries, of absence of any contradictions, say economic, political ones, anyone. And of course, mutual support on international. There are even some similarities in our national character, I'd say, and mentality of Belarusians and Omani people striving for stability, creating a calm and favorable environment inside of the countries, friendliness, openness to the dialogue. All of this contributes to our dialogue. I would like to emphasize that interaction between the countries, is led mainly by business companies. Business companies is somehow even ahead of official contacts. In previous years, as was rightly mentioned, we held a number of events and mutual visit of business delegations, and I hope that pandemic situation will ease and will help allow us to move ahead with our business component. As you rightly mentioned, Belarus Business Council was established. Today, it's actually the only permanent institution for the development of bilateral cooperation. We are working on opening the joint intergovernmental commission. The goal now is on the Omani side, and I hope that in the coming months we will be able to solve this issue, and there will be one more intergovernmental tool to develop our dialogue. I am also happy to inform you that we are one step from reopening of Honorary Consul of Belarus in Muscat, in Oman. And I call for the Belarusian participants of this forum to cooperate, work very closely with the office to come. I think it's a matter of weeks, it's a matter of maybe months that there will be a representative of Belarus who is coming from Omani business, and hopefully he will support very much in our endeavors. Another aspect I would like to draw the attention of Belarusian participants. We actually have always Sultanate Oman as not only as a market of it on its own, but as a gateway to the Middle East, South Asia, African countries. So in this regard, I urge Belarusian businesses to establish ties with Oman and to focus not only on its market, but on the opportunities of our partners to promote goods to other countries of the region with which Omani businesses have long-standing economic and logistic ties. Actually, Omani companies have a number of advantages: low customs tariff countries. This, I mean, Middle East, South Asia, African countries, logistics, which is very favorable, and of course, very good market knowledge. I cannot say that all of our Belarusian companies do understand what is happening in the region, and I'm sure that Omanis can become conductors of our joint in the region with regard to technological, with regard to trade relations. So I call upon Belarusian participants to exploit fully these opportunities. As His Excellency Chairman Reda rightly mentioned, the leadership of Sultanate of Oman creates most favorable legal conditions for the development of cooperation with foreigners, with foreign companies in investment in technological field. There are good opportunities for Russian companies for technological transfer, which is closely related with trade relations. So, unfortunately, as was rightly mentioned, the indicators of trade between Belarus and Oman are still low, and I'm sure that due to today's event, we will be able to move ahead to increase the figures to improve the quality of our relations. From my side, on behalf of the Embassy of Belarus, I assure you of our full readiness to provide with all round for your attempts, for your endeavors, market of Oman to the market of Middle East countries. And I wish all the participants of today's online business forum successful meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Dear participants, the ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman was supposed to take part in the forum, but unfortunately, at last moment, due to the busy schedule, he doesn't able to participate. So, thank to our distinguished guests for the opening the forum. And now we propose to start country session, and the first session about Belarus. And we invite with the presentation on topic the state and prospects of the for development of trade and economic relation of the Republic of Belarus with Sultanate Oman in the field of agriculture and food, the Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Food of the Republic of Belarus, Mr. Alexey Bogdanov.
Добрый день, уважаемые коллеги, участники делового форума Беларусь-Оман. С вашего позволения, я очень рад. У нас параллельный перевод идет или последовательный, как синхронный? Паузы делать или нет? Очень рад представить возможности для поставок белорусского продовольствия в Республику Оман. Для начала я просто расскажу о том, что представляет из себя сельское хозяйство Республики Беларусь, какие экспортные возможности у нас есть, и в завершении проанализирую и сделаю выводы о том, что мы можем, в каких сегментах продовольственного рынка мы можем посотрудничать вместе с нашими бизнес-коллегами из султаната Омана. Просто первый слайд. Значит, в Республике Беларусь сельское хозяйство, сельскохозяйственный сектор формирует 7% валового внутреннего продукта. И занимает экспорт белорусского продовольствия занимает практически 20% в экспорте всего продовольствия, всех товаров нашей страны. 7% трудоспособного населения занято в сельскохозяйственной отрасли, и практически все земли, пригодные для возделывания, это 88%, значит, для возделывания сельскохозяйственных культур, они введены в крупнотоварный сельскохозяйственный оборот. Следующий слайд. Наша страна уже на протяжении более 10 лет назад обеспечила собственную продовольственную безопасность. Мы являемся по многим позициям мировыми лидерами по производству основных видов продуктов на душу населения, то есть на одного человека в год. Так, например, молока по итогам прошлого года мы производим 828 килограмм на одного человека в год на душу населения. Мяса всех видов 137 килограмм, картофеля 558, зерна 935 килограмм, то есть мы себя полностью обеспечиваем, и те объемы, которые мы производим, не нужны, ну, сверх того, что нам необходимо, мы, конечно, экспортируем. Следующий слайд. За последние 5 лет нам удалось нарастить экспортный потенциал Республики Беларусь на 30%. И по итогам прошлого года Беларусь экспортировала продовольствие в сумме 5,8 миллиарда долларов США. География экспорта также расширилась за последнюю пятилетку на 34 страны, и в прошлом году мы поставляли наши продукты питания в 116 стран мира. Следующий слайд. Структура экспорта представлена вот на этом слайде. Повторюсь, что прошлогодние достижения нашей республики 5,8 миллиарда долларов и 3 самых крупных кейса, 3 самых крупных экспортных блока. Это молочная продукция, которая занимает самую большую долю с объемом рынка в 2,4 миллиарда долларов США. На втором месте стоит мясо, практически 1 миллиард долларов, без малого. Вот. И на третьем месте стоит уже продукция растениеводства, которая здесь немножко разбита на более мелкие части, но в целом растениеводческая продукция, продукция, выращиваемая на земле, она занимает в денежном выражении порядка 600 миллионов долларов США экспортной выручки. Вот. Но мы планируем, что в текущем году мы достигнем экспортного показателя в 6 миллиардов долларов и планируем к 2025 году увеличить объем экспортной выручки и подойти к цифре в 7 миллиардов долларов США. Следующий слайд. Текущая ситуация за 6 месяцев подтверждает мои слова. Мы уже экспортировали продовольствие на сумму практически 3 миллиарда долларов, выросли почти на 11%, 10,7% за 6 месяцев. Вот структура экспорта, она практически не изменилась. Отмечу только, что мы прирастаем в этом году по и молоку, и по мясу в экспорте, и по растениеводческой продукции. Но, правда, входим сейчас в сезон сбора зерновых и овощебахчевых культур, поэтому планируется, что в этом году мы вырастем и по растениеводческим товарным группам. Следующий слайд. Как я уже говорил, мы экспортируем наше продовольствие в 116 стран мира, в том числе и в Оман. Но основная доля сосредоточена на рынках стран Евразийского экономического союза и стран СНГ. Однако Беларусь активно работает над диверсификацией экспорта. Отмечу, что за последние 5 лет доля российского рынка, который был превалирующим на нашем, является превалирующим, самым крупным в нашем экспортном географическом кейсе, вот, снизилась за последние 5 лет на 20%. И составила сегодня, если раньше Российская Федерация занимала 94%, сегодня 74%. И вот весь этот объем продукции мы активно экспортируем в другие страны мира, в том числе страны дальнего зарубежья. Следующий слайд. Беларусь занимает уже на протяжении ряда лет, входит в топ-5 стран, значит, лидеров по экспорту молочной продукции. Так, например, наша страна занимает 3-ю строчку мирового рейтинга по экспорту сливочного масла, а также сухой молочной сыворотки. 4-е место занимает по экспорту сыров и творога. 5-е место по экспорту сухого обезжиренного молока. Следующий слайд. Анализируя молочный экспорт как самый крупный кейс, для примера я скажу, что мы вот в Беларуси производим 8,8 миллиона тонн молока сырого в год по итогам прошлого года. К 2025 году планируем увеличить этот объем производства до 9,2 миллиона тонн. Вот. И у нас на сегодняшний момент из всего производимого молока в виде готовой продукции экспортируется более 60% от производимого молочной продукции. То есть 40% мы потребляем внутри республики, 60% это наш экспортный потенциал. И с учетом планов по увеличению объемов производства молока, эта доля, она будет увеличиваться, и экспортные поставки белорусского молока будут расти. Ну, с правой стороны вы видите здесь вот производство на сегодняшний момент, сколько мы производим различных товаров, и их экспорт в натуральном выражении. Следующий слайд. Структура экспорта молочной продукции представлена здесь. Основная доля, и сегодня по праву Беларусь считается сырной державой, занимает доля 44%, это экспорт сыров и творога. Вот. Уже было отмечено, что наш объем это 275 тысяч тонн по году мы экспортируем сыров и творога. Вот. И здесь мы продолжаем также развиваться, причем в Беларуси производится более 300 видов сыров, практически все сыры, которые в мире есть, виды сыров, мы также их производим. Производим и сыры средней твердости, и твердые сыры типа пармезана, гауда, эмменталь, традиционные мировые марки, группу итальянских сыров, мягкие сыры, рикотта, пастофилата, сыры с благородной плесенью, с белой, с голубой плесенью. Все это в нашей стране производится, и мы готовы это экспортировать и экспортируем за пределы нашей страны. Конечно, славится и белорусское масло своим натуральным вкусом, и также доля его достаточно высокая, 16%. Объемы производства и будут и дальше увеличиваться. Значит, значительную долю также занимает и цельномолочная продукция. Это обычное молоко, которое либо в тетрапаке разливается, либо в стеклянной, либо в пластиковой бутылке. Вот, сроком годности, и как есть с короткими сроками годности молоко 2 недели, так и с длинными сроками годности стерилизованное молоко сроком годности год, которое мы активно поставляем по всему миру. Вот. Ну и также, конечно, славятся и белорусские сухие молочные продукты, которые мы в свое время очень неплохо, ну и сегодня поставляем также в Оман. И здесь бы хотели бы поискать с нашими коллегами из бизнес-сообществом Омана новые точки соприкосновения. Мы, значит, тоже значительная доля сухого молока, как сухого обезжиренного, так и сухого цельного молока, а также молочной сыворотки различной степени деминерализации. Следующий слайд. Мясо. Мясо в Беларуси производится по итогам прошлого года практически 1,3 миллиона тонн. Мы также планируем и к 2025 и 2030 году увеличить объем производства до 1,5 миллиона тонн мяса в год. В Беларуси культивируется производство всех видов мяса, как птиц, так и крупнорогатого скота. Это и свинина, и говядина, мясо птицы. Также Беларусь славится и своими готовыми изделиями из мяса. Это различные сосиски, консервы и готовые полуфабрикаты и мясо кусковое. Вот вы видите в правой части объемы производства, объемы экспорта по категориям товаров. И отмечу, что из всего производимого мяса доля экспорта занимает немногим более 30%. Следующий слайд. В структуре экспорта самую значительную долю занимает мясо говядины, 52%. Вот, мы также занимаем по мясу охлажденному, по экспорту мяса охлажденного 9-ю строчку мирового рейтинга. Вот в целом же Беларусь ежегодно экспортирует порядка 150 тысяч тонн мяса говядины. На втором месте это мясо птицы. Ежегодно порядка 190 тысяч тонн мы экспортируем мясо птицы. Ну и третью строчку рейтинга занимают здесь уже готовые изделия. Ежегодно мы увеличиваем объемы производства готовых мясных изделий, колбасных, сосисок, готовых продуктов из мяса, консерв из мяса, птицы, говядины. Вот, и, кстати, отмечу, что 56 предприятий, пищевых перерабатывающих предприятий Республики Беларусь сертифицированы по системе халяль. Вот, и в этом плане мы также способны увеличивать объем сотрудничества и поставок халяльной продукции на рынок Оманского султаната. Здесь мы открыты для работы. Вот, и наша продукция мясная поставляется в 24 страны мира. Кроме того, хочу сказать, что мы сертифицировали 6 птицефабрик по системе халяль Объединенных Арабских Эмиратов, ЭЙСМА. Вот, и здесь готовы сотрудничать с сертифицирующими органами Омана. Следующий слайд. Ну, так как Оман входит в азиатский регион, то для примера просто скажу, что у нас активно развивается сотрудничество в целом с азиатским континентом, с азиатским регионом. За последние 5 лет объем поставок вырос в 10 раз. По итогам прошлого года достиг 355 миллионов долларов поставки белорусского продовольствия. Ну и в текущем периоде, за 6 месяцев текущего года, объем поставок также вырос на практически 50%. Следующий слайд. Мы сотрудничаем с 35 странами Азии. Вот десятка самых крупных из них, она выделена птичками, можно обратить внимание. Следующий слайд. Ну и конкретно переходя уже к работе с Оманом, то текущий год он не рекордный, прошлый год он был не рекордный. Мы наторговали на сумму $366,5 тысяч США. Это небольшая сумма, хотя у нас 2017 год был одним из таких самых лучших, где мы поставили продовольственных товаров в султанат Оман на сумму $2,8 миллиона США. Ну, там в основном своем это было сухое цельное молоко. Вот. Ну, на сегодняшний момент мы поставляем сухое молоко, как обезжиренное сухое молоко, так и сухое цельное молоко. Поставляем молочную сыворотку. И к уровню 2019 года объем экспорта прошлогодний, он вырос практически в 2,8 раза. Следующий слайд. Мы проанализировали, правда, у нас данные за 2018 год, потому что в международных базах 2019 и 2020 года не было, но вместе с тем, я думаю, что картина сильно не изменилась. Мы для себя и для наших партнеров, как белорусских поставщиков, так и покупателей в Омане, выделили основные товарные группы, где мы можем и дальше увеличивать объемы поставок белорусских продовольственных товаров. Так, например, мы видим, что Оман достаточно много импортирует молочной продукции. Вот цельномолочной продукции в 2018 году импортировалось практически 36 тысяч тонн. Сухого молока большой объем 184 тысячи тонн. Беларусь в этих позициях является одним из мировых лидеров, поэтому здесь мы с удовольствием найдем точки соприкосновения. Масло сливочное 9 тысяч тонн. Беларусь занимает 3-ю строчку мирового рейтинга по поставкам на экспорт масла, поэтому здесь тоже будет очень интересно посотрудничать. Сыры и творог 22 тысячи тонн импортировалось Оманом в 2018 году, поэтому Беларусь как один из лидеров по экспорту сыров 275 тысяч тонн по году может представить очень неплохо эту продукцию на оманском рынке. Кроме того, мы являемся на постсоветском пространстве, наверное, крупнейшим экспортером мяса птицы. А Оман импортирует, ввозит к себе на рынок достаточно большой объем этой продукции. Здесь мы тоже готовы сотрудничать и предложить поставкам белорусское мясо птицы. Здесь необходимо провести ряд переговоров. Кроме того, мясо говядины, которое у нас также сертифицировано на многих предприятиях по системе халяль, может быть представлено в Омане. И интересная позиция – это сахар, который Оман также много ввозит к себе на рынок. И здесь Беларусь тоже может поучаствовать в поставках этого товара. Следующий слайд. Уважаемые коллеги, я кратко постарался описать, сформировать у вас представление о белорусском сельском хозяйстве, о нашем экспортном потенциале, что позволит сделать выводы для всех участников сегодняшней встречи и найти точки соприкосновения для нашего двустороннего сотрудничества. Спасибо за внимание.
Thank you, Mr. Bogdanov. This is followed by a speech of the representative of the National Agency for Investment and Privatization, Nadia Poltorak.
Just a second, please. Dear colleagues and guests, I would like to welcome you all here. It's a honor to present to you today key features.
Please, Nadia, change the channel, please. We don't hear you.
Just a second. Now, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We don't hear you, please. Change the channel, please.
Just a second.
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, now can you hear me? Yes?
For me, it's okay.
Could you change the English channel, please?
Where I can find it, because can you hear me?
Попросите следующую презентацию.
For me, yes, your voice is very clear on English channel.
Okay, okay. Just a second, please.
Dear Nadezhda, could you change the English channel because we unfortunately don't hear you?
Okay, but I can't find where I can change the channel because there is no such option. Yes, maybe it will be another speaker, and after another speaker will be our presentation because we need more time.
Dear Nadezhda, unfortunately, we still don't hear you. Could you change the English channel in the presentation and start again?
Нет, да. Будьте добры, Дарья. Нам надо переключиться на другой английский канал. У нас часть слышит людей, а часть не слышит.
Где канал этот? Мы тоже не можем найти. Это в Zoom, правильно? Давайте переключим канал. Мы не можем переключить, потому что здесь нет такого опции. Хотя до этого все хорошо работало.
So when we, dear participants, during we wait the Nadia Poltorak with the presentation, I invite with the presentation Nikita Petruchenia, the representative of Industrial Park of Great Stone. Please.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you hear me?
Nadezhda will be the next, please. And Nikita, could you change the channel, please, also on English, please?
Okay. Now it works or doesn't?
Can you hear us?
You can't hear us, yes?
So, for example,
it seems that Cairo and Muscat hear you both well. We here in Cairo and Muscat says that they hear you.
Yes, but
we also hearing you.
Okay.
So maybe we could continue. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. We will continue then.
Все, мы начинаем.
Контактный телефон. Напишите.
Switch on your mic.
Спасибо. Включить видео.
Okay, sorry for the situation. We will begin our presentation. Again, Dear colleagues and guests, I would like to welcome you all here. It's a honor to present to you today key features of Belarus economy and investment climate. One of the main advantages is beneficial geographical location. Belarus located in the eastern part of Europe. We are in the middle of two major economic unions, the European Union and Eurasian Economic Union. Being a member of the latest, Belarus is also an access point to the market with 180 million consumers from Russia, Armenia, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. Let me start with a quick overview economy. Belarus is a development economy, has a favorable investment and tax conditions, good infrastructure and preferences. Last few years, Belarus saw an increase in investment inflow and interest from the foreign investors. Significant amounts of investment were used to implement investment projects for the construction of the Belarusian nuclear power station, Slavkali mining and processing complex, the third line of the Minsk metro, and others. We consider our people, Belarusians, as the most important asset for the economy. According to the UNDP ranking, Belarus is in the top of countries with a high human potential. 98% of population have a professional education. In our country, more than 50 universities. The average monthly nominal wage in the country on average is now set $508, and in the Minsk city is $730. The territory of the Belarus is rather big. 40% is agricultural land, 43% is forest land and others. Belarus is rich in the freshwater resources. The widespread underground waters of Belarus are distinguished by good properties. Belarus forests are one of the main renewable nature resources and the most important national treasures. According to the number of key indicators characterizing the forests of fonds of Belarus, is among the top 10 forest states in Europe. When we speak of the most promising sectors for the investments, we can mention the top 3 which are very popular among the foreign business. First is the production sector. Since the Soviet Union times, Belarus has been well known by its heavy industry. We took this potential and multiplied it ever since. The world's largest 450-ton ballast dump truck was included in the Guinness Book of World Records twice, and it's produced in Belarus. Next is agriculture. Belarus has a greatly developed and well-balanced agriculture system, which made it possible for such a small country to become one of the world leaders in dairy products and vegetable productions. And for sure, it's IT sector. I believe everyone here has heard the latest ones about our high-tech park. I will get back to it a bit later. IT sector has become attractive both for venture investors and strategic investors and business angels. The financial and credit system of Belarus comprises the budget segment, the banking system and financial assets for extra budgetary funds, enterprises, institutions, organizations, and citizens. Another key feature is a well-developed legislation. In 2013, Belarus introduced law of investments, which is aligned with international principles. According to this law, foreign and business investors are guaranteed equal rights in terms of business activities. Since 2012, our country has been a member of Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. One more key feature is that our state offers a number of opportunities to reduce costs and consolidate special business conditions. Here is a list of preferential regimes which foreign companies can cooperate in. Let's look at them in details. There are 6 free economic zones located in all regions of Belarus. They are established for export-oriented production and located in specific territories. Free economic zone provides special beneficial regimes for residents, such as exemption from land tax, real estate tax, and profit tax. Today, it's possible to become a resident of a free economic zone if you invest up to 500,000 euros. My colleague from Great Stone will tell you more about this special economic zone. Belarus is also known by its IT production, and there is a special preferential regime for that. It's called High-Tech Park. A company can become a resident of High-Tech Park by placing its business anywhere in Belarus. Because of recently introduced legislation, one of the IT sector, Belarus has become known as Silicon Valley of Europe. Next preferential regime is a small town and rural areas. This can be any location with under 60,000 people living there. Placing a business here exempts from profit tax and real estate tax and others. Now we are moving to the latest created regime in the district of Orsha. It's the north of our country. It's a major road junction linking highways and railroads from Europe to Russia and from Ukraine to Baltics. It also includes a big number of industrial enterprises and focuses on manufacturing mainly. Also in this region, potential investors in logistics may find new opportunities in Bremina-Orsha Special Economic Zone. It's a multimodal logistic platform founded to operate with in-transit flow of cargo and organized production, assembly or repair of different consumer goods. Besides the preferential regime, investors have an option to conclude investment agreement with Belarus. It provides certain other benefits and additional government support to investment projects. That is why big players choose Belarus as a reliable partner. National Agency of Investment and Privatization is a starting point for foreign investors to discover our country. We work on a one-stop shop basis and accompany projects at all stages of implementation, including post-investment support. We also would like to invite you to take a look at Investors Roadmap portal located on our website. There you can find locations of all investment opportunities on the map of Belarus, as well as statistics of different regions. You can even compare advantages of different territories. Check Invest in Belarus to see them all. To finish with, I'd like to invite you to Belarus in order to study all that I mentioned today yourselves. Now let me introduce you my colleague. He is our deputy director of our agency, Alexey Pushkarev. He will tell you a little more about our Belarus Investment Forum that will be held as a part of Expo 2020.
Hello there. Hello there. On behalf of the NAIP, I would like to thank you all for this great opportunity to share with you the following information. I would like to inform you about the Belarusian Investment Forum that will take place on November 22nd within framework of Expo 2020 in Dubai. We cordially invite you to participate in its plenary session and specialized events. Our country's delegation will be headed by the Prime Minister, Mr. Roman Golovchenko. Also, there will be speakers from the Ministry of Finance, from the National Agency for Investment and Privatization, our country's leading investors' preferential regimes, Great Stone Park and Bremino, also private business. We are inviting everybody. We're inviting people of business, we're inviting people of governance, and specifically, we invite the representatives of funds of direct investments to attend our session on FDI. There will be Belarusian brownfield projects presented. So please join us at Belarusian Investment Forum and discover new opportunities for your business in our country. Thank you very much, and please contact us at info@investinbelarus.com. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you, the National Agency for Investment and Privatization. And now let me give the floor to Mr. Nikita Petruchenya, the representative of Investor Relations Department of the Industrial Park Great Stone.
Thank you. Thank you. So, dear participants, colleagues, first of all, I would like to thank all of you for joining us, your time and attention to the bilateral relations between Oman and Belarus. And here I would like to represent, I think, the most ambitious project and the fastest growing industrial park in our region, the Great Stone Industrial Park, and describe all opportunities for develop your business, high-tech projects, startups, and other. So let's start, and I hope you will enjoy your time with us and find out more interesting and useful things for developing our relations. So, do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. And first of all, we have made impressive progress the last years and pick up several important awards. For example, the World Federation of Free Economic Zones has named our park as the fastest growing special economic zone in the world. Also, Asia Money magazine recognized us as the best individual Belt and Road Initiative project in Central and Eastern Europe. And now let's take a closer look at the key facts about our park. Today, we have 73 high-tech companies from 13 countries working in the park. Our residents have already declared more than $1 billion United States dollars. Great Stone performs as interconnected marketplace with boundless commercial opportunities at all directions. Belarus and our park also too are located in the heart of Europe and provide virtuous access to European and Asian consumer markets. Moreover, the area of the park includes Minsk International Airport and joins to Berlin-Moscow International Highway railway network. And there are more than 20 cities with population over 500,000 people within 1,500 kilometer radius from the park. Great Stone has a strong focus on developing such fields as electronics, telecommunications, mechanical engineering, big data, medicine, biotechnology. We also pay special attention to innovative startups and small science projects. For this, we have designed our own R&D center. And we have analyzed dozens of different professional regimes, both in Asia and Europe. And as a result, we have designed a package of most attractive tax benefits. This package is guaranteed by national and international law and includes also, for example, 10-year tax holiday on corporate income tax, 50 years tax holiday on property and land tax, 5 years holiday on dividend tax. For example, also foreign employees don't need to pay fees to Social Security Fund, but of course we suggest more and more benefits for our investors. As I mentioned, Great Stone is a special economic zone, and this status means exemption from customs, duties, and VAT on investment-related imports for our residents. Free custom zones is comfortable both for export and import-oriented projects. We have analyzed business activity for particular residents in sphere of machine engineering and came to the conclusion that its savings will be 5 times less than if it implements a project outside the park. It's important number, 5 times. We offer also a visa-free entrance regime for foreigners up to 180 days per year. We apply simplified construction, accept design and documentation based on technical regulations of the European Union and China. We provide an option to rent a land plot for up to 99 years. And we also care about our residents. Therefore, we have designed one-stop shop to satisfy comprehensive range of business requirements. One-stop shop provides business partners with a variety of government services, including company and land registration, certification of products, fast-track visa support, and other kinds of services. And for those companies that want to launch an investment project as soon as possible, we also offer ready-to-use production facilities for rent. And also, actually, in the park, you will find everything you need for every stage of your business under one roof. It's including meeting rooms, conference halls, bank companies, custom brokers. Here you can see also our own logistics hub and new railport. We have our own exhibition center with an area of 21,000 square meters. It's the highest center meets the highest international standards, and it's considered to be the largest exhibition center in the Republic of Belarus. As I said, we have 73 high-tech residents. For example, companies in mechanical engineering, including such interesting Chinese corporation as Zoomlion Corporation, Vichai, or Fast Gear Corporation, including Swiss company Hess Group, including American corporation IPG Photonics with project in the Republic of Belarus, China Merchants Group, famous for all over the world, several companies in biotechnology, medicine, and other companies from Austria, Israel, Arabic Emirates, Russia, United States, Chinese People's Republic. So our last years, we saw a remarkable development for our park, and today Greystone provides everything that modern business needs. I hope that you will have an opportunity soon to visit us and open new horizons for your business. And here you can find my contacts, messages, and it's no problem to contact with us and discuss any questions that you want to ask with us in video format or just by messages. Thank you very much. Thank you, colleagues.
Thank you, Nikita, very much. And we continue our country session. And now let's start with the second session about Oman. Unfortunately, right now we received information that Ms. Aura Saud Al-Wahabi, the Director of Investment Promotion of the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion of the Sultanate Oman, is not able to join us and participate in the forum. So let me give the floor to Ms. Amna Al-Sharji, the representative of Business Development Department of the Public Authority for Special Economic Zones and Free Zones of Oman.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I will try to share my screen. Just a minute. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's a great pleasure for me to be part of this webinar today where I'll be representing OPAS. And I will give you a quick brief of who we are, strategic location of Oman, ideal business environment, OPAS incentives to investors, and also the free zones and the special economic zones that come under the supervision of the authority in Oman. OPAS, starting with who we are a government entity, basically relatively new, established in August 2020 under a royal decree. And we have basically the agenda of planning, regulating, supervision, and in a certain extent in Duqm, for instance, we are also operators. So looking at the map, our free zones stretch from north to south of the Sultanate. So starting in north with Suhar free zone, in the middle, Duqm between the capital Muscat and Salalah. We have Salalah free zone in the south, and then we have Al-Mazyuna in the border between Salalah and between Yemen and Oman. Also, the overall size of all our 4 zones together is approximately 2,080 square kilometers. Again, I just mentioned about this slide about who we are, summarizing all these roles. Basically, we have the mandate of primarily planning, facilitating, regulating, and in terms of Duqm Special Economic Zone, we are also an operator. So just to summarize this, also promotion lies under our responsibility as an authority and several other rules. Basically, the strategic location of Oman is a huge advantage for us. So our aim is to work together as free zones to build Oman together and not work in silos. The location of Oman gives investors the ability to be in close proximity of slightly above 2.5 billion people while looking at Asia, Africa, and the neighboring country. And also it works as a gate to the GCC countries and MENA region. So the location of Oman is outside the Strait of Hormuz, open to the Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea, which gives Oman a really diverse nature in terms of environment. It's beautiful. We urge you all to come and visit Oman in case you've never been here, with a coastal line of approximately 3,000 kilometers. Looking at the ideal business environment, we try to provide our investors. So we look at offering a certain value proposition. First of all, our strategic location, which I briefly mentioned. So that's a huge advantage for the investors who are looking to establish their businesses within our zone. Multi-modal transportation system where we have the airports, we have the ports in almost all the zones, and a good road network, as we believe connectivity is an ideal essential point for any business to succeed. Ease of doing business where all paperwork, permits are offered through one channel, which is a one-stop shop. Applicable in all our zones to ease business for our investor, diverse natural resources. As I mentioned, the long coast of Oman, the location of Oman, so we have the desert, the mountains, the seas with a very rich fish sources, and also mineral and oil and gas for sure, which is the main contributor to the GDP of the country. Very good international relationship, as Oman is well known to be friends with everyone, and we are very pleased and honored for such a title. We have trade agreements with US and Singapore as well, which is an advantage for people who are willing to establish their businesses within our zones. Mainly the incentives that we offer to investors, 100% foreign ownership is allowed within our zones. And with the recent changes within the government structure in Oman, this is allowed all over Oman and not only in specific in the free zones and the economic zone. All currencies are permitted, no minimum capital is required. Tax exemptions for up to 30 years, 100% repatriation of profit is permitted, and several other incentives where Omanization rate is lower within our zone than the overall Oman. You can make your products labeled as made in Oman if 40% of the product is made within your factories within our zone. Again, the one-stop service where starting from application to permits to approvals up to the implementation of your project is all done through a single channel, and this is applicable for most of the investments, leaving aside the huge scale investments. When looking at the zones that lie under the supervision of the authority, we have CZAD, Special Economic Zone and Free Zone at Duqm. We'll start with this one because it's the first and only economic zone in the Sultanate of Oman with the total area of 2,000 square kilometers, with a population of around 25,000 people living at the moment in Duqm. It focuses on different sectors where investors can invest or contribute within the zone. There is the industrial with all its categories, light, medium, heavy. We have port and dry dock. Tourism is a huge sector there with a long coastline where we will see in the map shortly. Fisheries, commercial, logistic, educational, residential, healthcare, and it's worth mentioning that recently there is a huge focus on artificial intelligence and renewable green energy in Duqm. There is a local airport which is capable of handling the largest aircraft. There is also a port which is a multi-purpose port within the zone. And different facilities also available. This is the master plan of the zone. The green line, the blue line is the boundary of the zone. The difference between the special economic zone and the free zone is in the special economic zone, it's an integrated city. So we have the industrial part, we have the commercial and tourism, we have the port, the airport, and a port dedicated for fisheries, which is recently changed to be an all-purpose port as well. So it's different, it's smaller in scale than the commercial port, but it can accommodate several purposes. We have oil storage facilities run by OTCO, a company specialized within that field. And there is a huge part of the zone which is yet not capitalized. It's not mentioned, it's not shown in this map, but there is a separate zone dedicated for green energy and a separate zone for artificial intelligence. Moving to Sohar. Sohar basically provides a swift access to the growing Middle East, India, and East African market due to its experience in this area. They've been established for a while now. It has a population of 240,000 people, not in the free zone itself, as people are not allowed to be accommodated within the free zone. It's a gated community related to industries only. So this population is around the free zone and not within it. There is an industrial area which is focusing in different sectors, light, medium industries as well. Logistics, food and textile, and also renewable energy is a huge part within Sohar. This is the master plan of Sohar. You can see the port, the airport are in very good proximity to the industrial state and the free zone. Moving to Salalah free zone. Salalah is considered to be a leading transshipment hub positioned among the world's top port and destination for quality industrial and logistic activities. The operation in 2020-2021 has increased within a good rate. The total area of the free zone is 21.6 square kilometers. It's in the market. It started operation for quite a good while, so they're well experienced in what they do. There is an airport within a good proximity and a port as well, as we will see in the coming slide. The investment opportunity is again industrial in its different categories, light, medium, heavy. logistics, food, and it's worth mentioning that F&B is a huge sector in Salalah, and also there is a huge focus in pharmaceuticals in the previous months. You can see the two free zones in Salalah, which is Adhan and Raisut. The port is in a good proximity, and also the airport in the top right side. Al Mazyuna free zone, which is the last free zone within the supervision of the authority. It is the first of its kind in the Sultanate, and it acts as a transshipment hub for goods that are exported to Yemen. So as you saw, the location of the free zone is between the border of Oman and Yemen for this purpose. It's the smallest free zone within our responsibility. It's 14.5 square kilometers. While looking at the opportunities within the zone, it's basically light industrial only, services and commercial as well. And that was it. Thank you for listening. And if you have any further questions, we are more than happy to assist you in the given email and contact number. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sharji. And for the end of the forum, I would like to invite to say a few words for conclusion, the chairmen of the Chambers of Commerce and Industry and the ambassador of the Republic of Belarus to Oman. And let me give the floor to His Excellency Vladimir Vlachovich, the chairman of the Belarusian Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Thank you very much. It's absolutely clear that it's impossible to substitute the normal format of the business event to the virtual. But anyway, it was, for my opinion, it was useful event. It was positive impulse for the business society. It also confirmation our common intention to develop relationship and to use all infrastructure what we are having, including the business mission, ministry, and of course the chamber. In the case of chamber, it's our main goal to support of cooperation businesses and our partners from Oman and Belarus. And please be sure that at the level of the chambers, we are ready to provide all kind of assistance, all kind of our services, what we are having so-called 24/7. 24 hours for 7 days. It's also, as for me, it was also important that it was a vision for the future and presentation, some projects, some new projects. And I also agree with Ambassador Terentiev when we discuss about our cooperation. We also need to keep in mind some additional values of our cooperation. I mean, to use the sub-regional format of cooperation. In the case of Oman, we also, it's a possibility to use the markets of the neighboring countries of Oman in Africa and Asia and Gulf. In the same, it's the same in the case of Belarus, because we belong to the huge Eurasian market. It's also the unique possibility to cooperate it through the Belarus and to use this possibility. Also, I would like to repeat our invitation for all our Omani partners, businessmen, and of course, if we will find the possibility to organize the next meeting of our business council, we will invite the business society to join us. As I mentioned, also, I hope that the situation allows us to participate in the fair in Muscat at the beginning of October. So I would like to thank also all speakers, especially Minister Bogdanov, and everyone, all colleagues, our friends, our partners. I would like to pass our best regards, and I wish you good health and success. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And I would like to invite to say words for conclusion, His Excellency Engineer Riad Juma Al-Saleh, Chairman of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very glad to have this successful forum between both of us, and I hope that this will be, we continue every 3 months at least we can meet to make sure that the business relation between the both countries can be enhanced. Because as we said that the business is not enough, we should emphasize, and once we keep meeting, I'm sure that business will be growing between both. At the same time, the investment opportunity are available between both countries in Oman as well as Belarus. I will make sure to send you the investment opportunity which is in Oman to you people, and at the same time, if you can send me the presentation which Ms. Bogdana she had, it was very good. If you can send it to me, I'll be able to put it on our website to show Omani businessmen how to get the opportunity. Also, there was a good discussion about how to cooperate in the agriculture and food, and we are very keen to associate. And we can, if you have a list of the companies, we can forward it to our counter partners. They can have a direct contacts until we meet physically. The project which also mentioned Industrial Park Great Stone, that is also a very good project. And I'm sure that there will be Omani people keen to visit and see and how they can invest in that project. Especially there are few advantage, especially there is a tax-free and many things which has been she stated, and I'll be glad to work with this project with you people. You are welcome to Oman anytime. You are as soon as this pandemic will be better, you can visit Oman, and we are welcoming you. And at the same time, we also want to visit you. Let's hope, inshallah, we are expecting you will come first, and then we will come before end of the year. So make it successful. Finally, I'd like to thank everybody, ministers, ambassadors, yourself, Excellency, for and speakers, which they gave a very good presentation from Oman side and from your side, and looking forward to meet again in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We'll send all presentation to the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And now let me invite the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Belarus to the Arab Republic of Egypt and the Sultanate of Oman concurrently, His Excellency Sergei Terentiev.
Thank you very much. On my side, I want to thank you, both sides, Chamber of Commerce of Oman and Belarusian Chamber of Commerce, for the organization of this event. Once again, today's forum confirms that the opportunities are there, in plenty, and our task is facilitate, our task is exploit these opportunities. I call upon the of this forum from the business side. Don't be afraid of talking to each other, of seeking for the opportunities of working with. As you could see, the opportunities are there, investments, technological one, trade ones. So let us do it together. Don't be afraid of working in Oman. Don't you Omani businessmen, don't be afraid of working in Belarus, be considered as a gateway as well. And of course, as I mentioned in my first speech, we are at your disposal. I mean, my embassy, the institutions that already do exist between the two countries, please do exploit the opportunities that are already there. We are at your disposal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Dear participants of the forum, we would like to express our gratitude to our distinguished guests and everyone who took part in the online forum Belarus Oman. And hope that all information that you received during the forum will be useful. And if you need more information, please contact the Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Oman and Belarus to obtain additional information. And all questions that we received from the Belarusian companies, we start work out together with Oman Chambers. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All the best.
Thank you. See you soon.
In Muscat or in Minsk?
In Muscat. because you are welcome. In October, the weather is very good in Oman. So you are most welcome.
It's the same for you, Your Excellency. And please pass my best regard to Minister
Mr. Qais.
Al-Qais.
Yes, inshallah, sure. We'll be glad to, inshallah. Thank you very much. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. God bless you. God bless you.